On.
You want? See, right, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
we say the man, Apostle Elders Agreements and well teachers and Apostle the truth. Salutations to the actions, to the pushing the word on truth and sincerity, day in and day out, and the constantly in season of season with Shalom. We will say again here, you to the prophet. So, and one thing I want to touch upon now, with all the things happening in the world, right? Is you know, we come out every week and we talk about the things that happen, and every single week you're hearing something new. Like this morning, I was watching a whole video about a country. Can't remember the name of the country, where they're putting tattoo. They're sticking a tattoo of a chip on your hand, right? And I will be no other countries implementing the chip inside of you and so on, right? We've seen all these things happening. We've seen prophecies playing out right before our eyes, right? We've seen the wars, rumors of wars, the pestilences, the diseases, right? We've seen the earthquakes, the uproars of the people. We've seen the famine. You understand? Literally, what other time have you ever seen, particularly a certain people committing genocide on the other hand, there's no one talking about it or nobody doing anything about it? That's just show you the time that we live in and how evil and how wicked it is. And as the scripture say, so much more that evil increase. Right? Evil increase because at the end days, the end is being made manifest. Through what? Through the signs. You understand? And that is what we see. We see the signs. And one of those signs, even with that, you would have is false prophets, false teachers that will come for the past few days, or weeks. You know, and it will only continue to get worse and worse. You've been seeing a whole lot of different doctrines, a whole lot of different teachers. You know, right here on the island here, you have a man who considers himself to be the Messiah. You understand? He by the beach. Yeah, you know, I saw the video on that here on the beach with a whole lot of people, a whole big congregation. You understand? You know, some of these people, they be Elamites, and some could just be confused. Or they put them, they just may be looking like on the other hand. You understand? Especially, yeah, like the spirit of bird, you understand? But what he is, he's set up to be what? A false prophet that is just deceiving a whole lot of people. And with him, there are many others all around the world that right now you see them popping up, coming with different doctrines, because with the things that are happening, there are some people that will be looking to find some sort of truth. But what they would bounce up is a lie. You understand? And then you have some that just wouldn't grasp the truth, right? They wouldn't want to hear the truth, and they would just fall to a teacher that will just teach them lies. So that is scripture say, prophesy unto what? They say, prophesy unto us lies, or smooth things, something like that. Yeah, right? So this is the time that we're in, and you didn't realize with all the stuff that happening around the world, there are other stuff that will be taking place within. You know? There are men that will be coming out to tell you things will get better, things will go smooth, everything will get nice. Right? Now, and let's bring the scripture. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9. I'll start from verse 16. It says, for the leaders of his people cause on the air, and they that are led of them are destroyed. So this will show you that they say the leaders of his people cause them to error. And that is what going on with these people. When they watch who Jake look up to, who it is they listen to, who they put as the leaders, all these people causing them to error, leading them down what? A path of destruction. They say the blind shall be blind, and what? Both shall fall into a ditch. The amount of people that believe in false doctrines and false belief and all this kind of stuff is on a high increase. So you could recall, plenty men would know that years ago somebody might not say something about the scripture, right? Because they didn't know if it was true or not. They wouldn't know if that words was really inside of there or not. They know that I say, well, I hear something like this. Is it inside of there? No, they get confident. They're saying things that they hear somebody that they hear not sure. And it's not there. Yeah, it's literally not there. They have no evidence in scripture, not there. That is just to show you how easy it is to deceive, and these people are easily following false prophets, false teachers, you know, the deceivers, seducers. Right? How easily it is. You know, the whole video. You know, we was laughing at the video with the man on the beach when he touched the man. He said it's the devil. You know, and it's so ironic that the devil that come out of the man that sort of talk. He call himself Jesus. You understand? And we know why we would why we would consider that funny, right? But it doesn't show you that other people was watching the videos and about them, and the comments was like, go on prophet, do your thing. You understand? Some other people were saying, hey, you're wrong and so on. But you see, in the comments were telling them, hey, go ahead, do your stuff. These are things you have to do. We're in that time, right? We're in that time. And they don't understand that, yes, we're in that time. We're in the time at the end. And there are many signs and many things that happen that mention about the end. It just ain't gonna be it just gonna be the earthquakes, the person, and these things. There are many other stuff that come in, like stuff that you might think you might bypass, like the famines, right? The famines, the uproars, right? The false prophet, and other things like technology, right? Which is a big part to play into, and that which go back to a major prophecy as well.
Because the Bible is going to say you can see them by miracles.
Yeah.
That's the form of the miracles, the technology.
Yeah.
We consider them the miracles, the miracle of today.
That's why now they can bring the things like, I see, to deceive art with the technology that I have, it's easier. They literally, I think it's called, like, you can look it up, Project Blue Beam. Project Blue Beam, they have like, what was the next project I saw recently too? Was basically based upon CIA deception, right? And as you gotta say, they would perform false miracles to deceive and fool all you know. That's why some of these men that even come in, they set up CIA agents, FBIs, but the purpose is to come and deceive, to lead people along astray, right? And you see a high increase of that. When you go online and you see somebody share something, right? And they share something about God, say something about God and about the scriptures, you read it, right? You in the truth, you read it, and you know the truth. So when you hear it, it's like bullshit. But for them, that is like the most amazing thing they know read.
Yeah, that deep.
It's deep.
Wait, that man real wise.
You understand? He's real wise. And they literally be deceived by that, and now they take that as the word of God and they run with it. Next thing you know, you hear them telling you, but this is what the Lord say, and they ask them, show me what it is.
Go
break it down.
Yeah.
They can't. That's just how heavily deceptive the kind of time that we live in. And deception will come from all forms. You know, the technology, how those are the pastors and teachers and so forth. Right? These people, it was so easy for the churches to do it for years. How they make people, how they used to pay people to come and feed in the church. Right?
Yeah.
And then pretend like they heal them. And all they used to believe that. All they used to believe that. And still to this day, all they believe in it as well. So that's what the scripture says. It say, for the leaders of these people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. And that's the thing, there's a piece of this faith to realize is that, and they that are led of them are destroyed. Because all they fall, or they're going wrong and what? Or they're going on a wrong path. Or they're choosing to go on a path to be what? A part of what? Destruction. You understand? Don't feel all they're going to be exempted because there is a person, no, or they take part in his sin. Right? Or they take part in his sin. That's what the scripture say, to test the spirit, whether it be of God. And that's something all they do. Because why? One thing all they don't know is all the Bible. Or no, that's all the Bible. It's continually here we saying this. When was the last time you actually see people walking the streets with a Bible in their hand? It's like a shameful thing to have the word of the Lord now. It's a shameful thing. That is the time that we're living in. You talk about the Lord as a shameful thing. That's so evil the time. I didn't even, you want to say what crazy? It's just that we just live in such a wicked time. Is that you mentioning the word of the Lord, right? For example, we might be talking the word of the Lord, and somebody pass and they'll scoff after that. That is to show you how evil it is when it's supposed to be here. You know what? Let me hear what the Quran says. That's what the Lord said in Proverbs 28. Now the Lord said, even if prayer shall be an abomination, because they didn't want to. You know? Hear the Lord.
He that turns out to hear the commandments of the Lord, even the law. So he that turns from here, the law of the Most High, his prayer shall be an abomination.
You understand? Abomination, and the Lord said he hated all abomination. He didn't say he loved them, he said he hated all abomination.
Because now they make the norm is wickedness. Wickedness is the norm now. Wickedness, you know what I mean? It's a normal thing for a woman to sleep with 2-3 men. It's a normal thing. It's not normal. It's a popular thing. It's an esteemed thing. When I'm going to say, boy, you know, I jam that man, right? You know, I sit down with this man, right? Or whatever, you know what I mean? They follow certain in higher things now, right? You understand? Great dignity, so like, follow certain great dignity.
Even the things that they promote and they push forth art is nothing good.
God.
The stuff that they play in the movies, the stuff that they're showing the children and so forth.
God, and they bring it in so subtly. And now when they correct them or you try to show them, hey, they're actually wrong, and the right thing is this, it will become an astonishment. You understand? You look at it like, what? You murder? Like how? So simple as it's simple. What? You murder? Nah. What? How did I say it? Oh gosh, I forget. It's not that which goes in our mind.
I was reading that the other day.
That is the only scripture they could not to defend themselves, and that and all is not even, they have nothing to do with the portal. You understand?
Yeah. Now I talk about washing hands and all, man. Take that and eating
And
everything.
you understand? He say don't call no critter, he make unclean. All they don't even know what the allegory is about. They don't even have a clue what the allegory is about. You understand?
I was talking to a man from Venezuela and he was here breaking down that same thing. That's about an axe tender with the vision and so forth.
Yeah,
and I had to
yeah,
explain to him and
so
say
that
I wasn't talking about
Or actual animals and actual meats.
It was an allegory for
Yeah,
something.
he was talking about different men or nations of people then in other words. Different men from different nations more or less.
Israel scattered through the nations
Exactly,
and
different nations.
looking abominable.
God. So nevertheless, the thing about it is they make doing the right thing outlawed. And right now that is what the imminent one, you know. You understand that is the sole purpose to drive out the righteous. So now you find that the UK banning preachers from coming into the country, Canada outlawing talking, reading from the Bible allowed, literally that, you know. That is what they say, you know, reading allowed from the Bible in public, you know.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't be much about Babylon if it wasn't like that. So
Good
yeah,
point,
think about
good
it.
point.
Yeah, Precept?
You know?
I'm going to bring something out.
Yeah.
That's because all the community lines we're talking about, right? It's Matthew chapter 15. I will start from verse 10. It says, and he called the multitude and said unto them, hear and understand. It said not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man, but that which cometh out of the mouth, this defileth a man, right? So there's thing that is deemed to be food. There's one, because why? Because that is what they want to continue. Because literally, a common man would never know that if it wasn't feed pastor, right? It's literally a pastor that's been telling them these things. You know, it's not going to go in, because if you ask somebody will quote that to you, but ask them where to find it, and they can't.
Where is scripture?
You understand? Well, you ask them, it's in the old or the new. They don't want you so.
I don't know what the pastor
but
said.
here, actually, I just show you how easily it is to be deceived. The pastor tell them something that they wanted to hear, and they run with it. Not knowing that is not the truth. That is not what it means. Now, it's there, right? Just like, for example, the scripture about what? Don't judge. That's all they're doing. Yeah. Don't judge.
Or render your heart so that you
That's it too.
That's not even the word.
Yeah.
That's even the
Yeah,
word.
I know. That's upset me so much.
That's how it does apply.
Render your heart.
Render your heart, your garment, boy.
Yeah, they're just parrots, right? All these parrots.
But this will also show you how easily deceived these people are.
Yeah.
Because they just hear and they run with it. You understand? You know, they say like they question it. That is why the Spurgeon say to do it. Test your spirit to see whether they have called or not. And they don't. Because here why? They literally hear something that it actually was appeasing to the ears, meaning that alright, they want to eat pork, they hear well we could eat anything and they run with it. Don't judge, right? I could do wickedness and a man is supposed to judgment. The pastor tell them and they run with it. So that's how easy. I go ahead.
There is Jeremiah 5 and 30. A wonderful and horrible thing is committed in the land. The prophets prophesy falsely. The prophets prophesy falsely and the priests bear rule by their means, and my people love to have it so. And my people love to have it so.
That's the thing I fail to realize. Why are you doing that? No, because all they love it. That is why he will continue to do it.
Okay, it seemed good to
It
all
seemed good to all it. It seemed acceptable. It seemed acceptable, you know? Yeah.
And they'll continue to listen.
But my people love to have it so, and what will he do in the end thereof? What you will do in here when you find out, hey, all you was wrong.
So burn.
You understand? When you go to India, when you find out, hey, well, we was the blind following the blind, everybody now that show.
Yeah.
You understand?
Good job, sir.
No, you finish it, sir?
Yeah.
I'm good on mine saying. It say, verse 12, it said, then came his disciples and said unto him, knowest thou that the Pharisees were offended after they heard the saying? Say, but he answered and said, every plant which my heavenly Father had planted shall be rooted up.
And if I could say, you see how he said the Pharisees was offended when they had the saying, but what he said was true, so that show you that even the Pharisees had these spirits where they didn't want correction. You understand? Brother.
Right? Hey. And this is how easy it is that when you read, you just get the answer for the stuff, right? Because going on, verse 14, it say, let them alone, they be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. And that is actually going into literally you're following blind, you're following teachers that are blind. As I say, and here we say plenty times, you wouldn't let Stevie Wonder lead it on the street. You understand? Because he's blind. Right? No, there are stories where they say Stevie cannot see, but
Yeah.
You know?
They take up some things and they're not trying to say, well, he could have seen and he's playing blind, but now, all you understand what
no,
I'm
what
trying
you're trying to say, but
you wouldn't follow a blind man down a road.
no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't let him lead their path.
Exactly.
Like my boy, Apocalypse. You're all my children,
Yeah.
but you're lost.
Yeah,
Because you follow blind leaders.
You understand? And that's the thing. Right? So it said, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch, because they all going on there. You see, that the same way it say in Ezekiel 9, where it say, the Isaiah 9, where it say, the Eliezer people come on the air and they that are led of them are destroyed. Right? So if you going to happen to you all that following these blind leaders, because if a blind man leading along a street, right? Just literally I talk about here. Right? A blind man leading along a street. Where you feel he going to walk into? He go walk into the road, get bored with things, that's why something on a blind walking and he stick and people is helping. A man who could see have to help the blind man, not the other way around. You understand? But you all literally have blind people leading you on. That it don't make sense.
Like I say, that also why you see scriptures, you see allegory in the sense of like sheep and shepherds. Because the men who understand the truth task of the shepherds to guide the sheep. How sheep does operate. Sheep docile, it does always follow. If one sheep walking there and the next fall off a cliff, all of them go walk. That's how that sheep mentality.
It's a herd mentality.
Can.
You understand? And that is what it is, herd mentality.
And that same allegory blindly, because all they following sheep, or they following the next sheep who don't know nothing, straight off the cliff. Or into a ditch, as your scriptures say.
That's why now when all the comments, that's why easily it's hard. Like we were talking about the thing the other day, where Rothschild said he wanted what? He wanted no free thinkers.
Yeah, he don't want national thinkers, he want national workers.
So what he really want is just followers, right? And that's all it is. That's why the majority of all the apps.
So I do that video and not forget it.
That's why majority of all the apps and all the social media stuff is literally it's a following system there.
To tell
right?
you what to do.
It's to tell you what to do. That is now when you watch a woman, she coming up to stress out she man because she following what she see online. That is why a man now can't be stressing out himself because when he go online, he going to be a follower of the men that he's seeing talking this sort of bullshit on the net. What all they become is followers, and or they become leaders, or they become things. You understand? And what all they following, right? What are they following? Because at the end of the day, it's supposed to follow them, but it's righteous men it's supposed to follow, right? The scripture said to hearken unto the elders and so forth, right? That men that is supposed to follow, but who are the followers? Men that leading only down astray, or they love that. They say, oh, my people love it so.
God. My people love to have it so.
Love to have it so. You understand that?
No, after you finish, I can bring out one.
It says verse 50. It said, then answered Peter and said unto him, declare unto us this parable. And Yahushua said, are ye also yet without understanding? Do not ye understand that whatsoever entereth in at the mouth goeth into the belly, and is cast out into the jaw? It say verse 18. It say, but those things which proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart, and they defile a man. Right?
No, in fact, I say, like, if it is that what he was saying was equivalent to what they think it means, then that would mean it have no eating laws. So what would be the point of Leviticus 13? Leviticus 11, sorry. 11, Leviticus 11. What would be the point of Leviticus 11 if it is that whatever you eat is okay? You understand what I'm saying?
Where was the separation between Israel and any other nation?
Right. What? So you had nothing against cannibalism because it's not what go into your mouth that defile it. It's what comes out.
And that is what the Lord telling them here now. He say, but those things which proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart, and they defile a man. He say, for out of the heart proceed evil thoughts, murders, adulteries, fornication, thefts, false witness, blasphemies.
Yeah.
These are the things which defile a man. But to eat with unwashed hands defiled not a man. So that is what he was talking about when he mentioned thing. He wasn't talking about the food, the meat.
Yeah.
He was never talking about that. But again, he also caught up in listening to our false prophet, our false pastor, and so forth. You always hear him say that one scripture, and that is what it is. You understand? Let me run on that. It sounds good. Let me go with it.
The scriptures say you should not consume the blood because blood is the life thereof. So if what goes in doesn't defile me, so I could drink basins of blood now then.
And that good point in Job, because Jake loved to come down on Esau to eat raw meat. If they can eat anything, why they want to eat raw meat too?
Yeah.
You understand? But nonetheless, that just to show you how easily deceived you all are. That you all hear this one thing, hear it from somebody, run with it and expect it to be the truth. You all now come, teach your kids that, and that is not where you have the problem today. You understand?
But when they do cut them with that, they go say, but I don't want to judge because they always find some shit they say to justify it. Why? Because to condemn that means to condemn their own actions.
Like somebody was telling me there, they say, I do judge. I say, well, I do. I say, I do. Say, what you mean? I say, well, I will explain what you're going to say. Because explain that, I say, they're not judging. So I say, wait till the maid don't judge for.
Yeah, I lie.
They lie. They get quiet. But you get to understand that they see how easily it is to deceive, that the whole whatever it is that was deceived, but as it's like a full belief. And it further increased in the time at the end. You understand?
I bet some way say, I'll show you that he even doing something and he didn't even comprehend what is he doing. You understand? He trying to teach, he trying to tell something not doing something, and that's what he's doing all the time. And don't even realize it. They say if it were possible, they would deceive the very elect. Let's show you how in a bubble state of mind these people in.
That's what I'm doing with that.
Yeah, please,
Yeah, you go ahead.
They say in Matthew 7, read from verse 13, right? They say, enter ye in at the straight gate. For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
You believe? When you start up yourself, the first thing I go, broad is the way to destruction.
Read over one more time.
It said in Matthew 7 verse 13, it say, enter ye in at the straight gate.
Enter ye in at the straight gate, go ahead.
It say, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
See, and as you're going all in, you all become now followers. You're so easily deceptive. You all believe that just because it have more, that is where the truth is.
God.
You understand? You all believe strength in numbers, and that's why you all believe now in quantity over quality. You understand? But don't work so with the Lord. That's why the Lord say it's a remnant. You understand?
That's why he said he didn't choose us for number. He didn't choose us because we was many.
Yeah.
He made us many, not because we was many. He said, you know what, these people are going to. No, he made us many.
Army was weak.
Exactly.
He made us strong.
That's why he said, well, our wisdom, which we get from him, will be what? I'll go be glory in the sight of the nations where you turn me for answers.
But how the Lord as well, the Lord does show his power in you. He don't, if he take you as the strongest, and he's not really going to prove a point, but if he take you as the weakest and make you strong, now people are going to know, yeah boy, that happened because of this God.
Because their God is God.
Now I say, when you name the dictionary, I say what you say. So when people see the shall say, well, surely this is a wise and understanding people. Why? Because they're following the ordinance of their God.
God.
Yeah. They say
Come for example, I'm going to show you this because many people, again, like the reason why plenty people is listen to certain pastors, right? Like Kenneth Copeland and these men and all of them, because of the money they have, but bypassing money is because the amount of people that listen to them.
Yeah.
They believe just because this man have this amount of followers that he has
Automatically mean
you know. So God is the way to what? To destruction. And that is, you see, you all make all their eyes be what greedy.
So, but by that concept, it had more people who get the job, to my understanding, than people that didn't. So, by that concept, I mean, they right there. You understand?
Good. How you say enter in at the straight when you're going to the word straight, it means burden. You understand? So you know it's not going to be easy, and because it is not going to be easy, a lot of people won't do it. So it could never be about numbers. But as the brother said, you understand, they don't follow the men who teach them things. Just follow the men who teach comfort and
Lies.
economic growth.
Yeah.
You understand?
Lies, deceit.
God,
You know?
because to make them feel good.
The rudiments of
They don't
this
want to
world.
hear,
Yeah,
hey,
you
have to do this. If you don't do this, you will not be, you know what I mean?
Or
You
you
don't want to hear they say, you don't have to do it, so no, if you don't do it, don't worry, you'll get forgiveness. That's what they are
Or
here.
you had to cease from
Yeah.
doing this particular act. These are the things that they wouldn't do. So now they find. You see, and that's the thing. In this society, they find more false teachers than they find the proper ones. You understand? And when they do find the proper ones, it's because the mind so caught up in hate to being deceived. They hear the truth like it's a deception, because
Deception.
more people believe. You come like you tell that man, hey, do we pork? But 1,000 other pastors still eat.
Yeah, pork.
You understand?
A good example of that was the story with in Chronicles, when all the other prophets,
Yeah.
all the other prophets, yeah, all the other prophets say, and that one alone, telling the truth.
Who go and deceive them, and the angel will come up and say, I will be a lion telling the outside prophets. And he, what he do that prophet? He slapped him. I think he got trained
in prison too, yeah.
Yeah. And what went on? Yeah,
He was the one that was right, that one
he
prophet.
died. Go on.
The next thing too is just like what the brother was saying, is sacrifice. Men don't want to sacrifice anything
Exactly. They want
that
it easy.
Exactly.
You want it easy. That is why the scripture start with enter ye in the straight gate. Straight is burdensome. You understand? It is not going to be easy.
Giving up.
Exactly. You cannot get something for giving nothing.
Men were dark magician without 2 monsters. You understand?
They want to sacrifice to their
Men don't want to
monsters.
give up nothing but they want to.
Something.
It don't work so.
God.
The scriptures talk about sacrifice in many different places. Even giving up, you didn't say you was a living sacrifice. You have a reason why it's that. It's not optional.
Which one is that?
Is that? Matthew 7:13. It don't work like that.
So,
Huh? 7 and 13.
13?
Yeah, start from 13.
Thirty?
13. Yeah, 7. Matthew 7, 13. Yeah. It's like Ross used to come here. That sacrifice of giving up your locks.
We see him dressing.
Yeah, that sacrifice of giving up your locks, he don't wanna. He wants to have without giving up. And it don't work that way.
Alright, look at right. You see it? You see when you look at that word straight, right? They say to pause or make to stand, to place, put set. See in the presence of others in the midst before judges, say to make firm, establish. They say to cause a person or a thing to keep his or its place.
You understand?
They say to stand and be kept intact.
So that straight gate, they don't have no wavering from it. Like I talk about in second is just to say that fire on one side and water on the next.
What
You
you
have
mean, you do that?
you have to stay. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, no.
Alright, but in the blue letter, the strong definition for the same word straight. It's a probably from the base of G2476, narrow from obstacles standing close about.
Yeah.
Narrow from obstacles, narrow from trials. And that is what makes it the straight gate. Because why? It's not easy, it's not a walk in the park.
Yeah.
You understand? You're going to have trials, you're going to have obstacles. But you know what? The end, all you get in the end is what makes it worth it. And that is what people That is what they do have. Term for it is delayed gratification. You understand? They don't have that. They don't understand that concept.
You don't get now. It's not about getting it now.
Correct.
I'd say narrow from the obstacles and close up of the physically and isolated. But you see that it's level also from you say wide is the way to what? Destruction. You understand?
And wide is usually what easier.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Why it have more people?
And why? Because remember that same scripture, you go to Ezra and tell you about the part.
But
only
fire and water
on one side. But only one could go at a time.
Narrow.
Because of narrow. And so that basically is the same
as
thing.
you would say, because of obstacles,
Yeah.
fire is obstacle and deep water is obstacle. That will make the way narrow.
Understand? So, but when it's wide, it happens in people.
Yeah, 2 and 3 could go at the same time, but they could run together, you know. Backflip. Nothing will happen. Do all you want. Nothing will happen.
I read it over. Say enter ye into the straight gate.
That's what that reminds me of I remember a dream at the beginning. This was like they said the truth. For like 2 years into the truth or something like that. And I remember dreaming like an angel take me to see something, right? And he was showing me a path. And on the left was a part where you see that line long, big, real people following that part. And on this part he was showing me just, I think it was me just walking, but like I watching myself walk on this part by myself, right? That was on the right side, so I walked on the right side to go so. And but you go when he angel point and he showed me, it's because the left hand side was choosing, their choices was things that they worked, so they literally was choosing. So on top it was actually seeing things like Jesus and things like that, what they was following. This part was something completely different, the right part.
Yeah.
The part that was going on was like to the truth. And the left was literally at the end was there.
The woman in the red dress.
You understand? Yeah. The left part was just basically that.
I know what make that funny. The woman in the red dress concept is say the woman who ride the beast of blood was already in scarlet. Yeah. I read it. Yeah, so it represents Babylon.
Right, that's scarlet. So that's something that's scarlet. As far as
So yeah. So you remember something that you don't want to be deceived, you don't want to fall into that deception because you don't have that. You remember something in time of calamity, Esau would send people to make all it actually believe in what it is to send them to do. You understand? When are they going through the pain and sorrows and so forth, we feel Esau nobody vulnerable to anything.
right? Pressure from above, pressure
From below.
You understand? Cause reaction and problem, reaction and solution. Now there's the main control. Problem is you see one night reaction, people grieving because they can't go about their life normally. The juice was what the solution. And watch now, super cancers. Super fucking cancers.
Men ain't living to reach 30.
And they're living to reach 25.
It's a control of the chaos.
Order.
Order, true chaos.
Order, true chaos. Go ahead.
Say 7:13, right? Matthew 7:13. Say enter ye into the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. And many there be which go in thereat.
Yeah.
Right? Just like I said, the brother talk about the dream. And the very entry that also showing way that hey, like how you say, if a man hated not his father or his mother or even his own self, he cannot nearby disciple. It's a lonely road. You understand? Don't be like no man trying to look for no Sarah out here and like you want something. No, this walk is, you can say every brother might be walking together, but we all have our own walk. You understand? We in this alone more or less. We in it together, but in a sense we in it alone.
You know, only you could work out your salvation.
So fear and trembling, say don't call your own salvation, fear and trembling. Now that even like yesterday I was watching a video that Apostle died. And Apostle say some people that's forced the children to become prophets, and you're saying it don't work so. You understand?
You could teach them, but they had to be in them to want to follow up on that. Trying to force them that when I'm not going to do anything. Say verse 14, it say, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it.
See, and as the thing say, narrow is the way that leads unto what?
To life.
And say few that be what?
And few there be that find
Because
it.
why? You see, I understand with Jakes are greedy people. And the blind, everything for them is like by eyesight. So watching the Broadway is a better way for them. They ain't care what it is to do or what it is to believe. That is what they want is that Broadway. And now Robert, man.
The marvel after the woman.
Yeah. Like I say, faith like a mustard seed to be able to work, to move what? Mountains. And that they don't have that. You understand? They don't have that.
They're in a position to need it.
No.
You understand? They're at ease, they're docile, they're comfortable, everything at the fingertips.
Remember that last part there, please?
Yeah, you see, they say because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it.
Few that be to find, and I actually go back to what we were saying before. There's a remnant. You don't understand that? There's a remnant that going and find their life. It's that not everybody. It's not that everybody thing. It's not like how Christianity just said everybody can get saved. That is not what it is. The Lord says only but a few could find it.
Many are called.
But few are what? Chosen. That's why it say. That's why we say. When you read the scriptures, there are more going to be destroyed than them that are going to be saved. That's what the scriptures say. For the righteous are what? Scarcely saved. Like what? Understand?
It's 1 Peter 4:18, it says, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? You understand? So if the righteous go scarcely be saved, meaning scarcely means little bit. Scarcity. It's a little bit. You understand? So the righteous getting saved by a little bit. But the sinner only godly go appear by obviously in the plenty. Obviously.
Isaiah and they say, Lord, it's a second time to recover the remnants of his people. Yeah, remnants. All these different scriptures in David, they talk about what a small amount. Then talking about a large multitude. So the scripture say in Revelation, it say you saw a multitude of, but it wasn't like compared to the amount that's going to get wiped out. You understand? It wasn't nowhere close to that number. Say the world, they made this world for many, but the world to come for few.
You understand? All these things that they can't grasp, but they will believe a man telling them, hey, go ahead and sin. Your ways in the kingdom. Like craziness. Like craziness. You know? We take others be online joking and kicking every day and expect, right? Expect that is the way to find the righteousness. Like madness. Like madness.
Yeah. It says verse 15, it says, beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves.
So beware of false prophets that come to you in sheep's clothing and guys you know, the watch in order to say all these bums. You understand what they say with bums? You understand? Or they not Carmen, or they not in Gucci. You understand?
They are no fan,
Or they say AC.
they're rainfall, they don't get it cold.
Or they are no temple.
He's a pastor, the Lord, where your BMW?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Pastor, nobody stand up here listening now, man. We're talking to all yourself.
Yeah.
Like you were month from me last night.
Yeah.
You
You know she
understand?
come to my myself.
You see, and that is the same thing. Broad is the way to destruction because they believe that once it got people, it's supposed to be righteous.
Okay.
You understand?
If I can say is, you don't see it in the characteristic. Let me say example, you might be standing up here teaching somebody, and one man might stop. You know, you go often see a next man stop from a distance, and because he see a man stop, that is why he stopping. If it wasn't for that, he'd have walked away like normal. So we're saying it is show. You understand? Once other people are interested, that when other people want to become interested too. All of they just followers in it.
Crab mentality, pig mentality. You understand?
One sheep walks to the other sheep, I walk behind him.
And this thing, a sheep had to be led by a shepherd. And this is something that gives you the impression is that they're following somebody who's a sheep. But who's the shepherd that leading a sheep? Like who are the followers?
That the wolf in the sheep clothing the follow.
Like remember we were talking about this some weeks ago when we were talking about the industry. Like plenty of people believe some of these people is like they're coming from nowhere. Like they just randomly
They randomly make
obtain
it.
fame just
they don't work so in the industry.
The industry is a controlled environment. Even Cat Williams who come out talking all that shit, he and all is one of them too.
Yeah, he's one of them.
He's one of them. You understand? They just put he at that point to try to bring out because they need a distraction. People need to be distracted right now because things being put into place. Yeah, like all he is.
Like majority of the celebrities, when you hear them talk later on in the years, you hear them talk about, yeah, my uncle was this big man in this, and all of us, that wasn't your story at the beginning. I didn't know nobody in this place.
Nobody else.
You know? But with Jakes, like I come like for example with that new singer we were talking about 4 bats, right?
Yeah.
Jakes so lost is that they believe in he's an independent artist. He come from the man had 3 songs doing 20 million every day. He now come out, he have no other previous music. All of a sudden he's a big star. It don't
blow
look
up,
so.
yeah.
But you see, but easy because now all is so easily being deceived and easily controlled. Or they believe whatever it is he say, whatever it is he post.
I wouldn't question it.
And so that why I started with the people call them the error. Because that's what going on to you all. Easy for these people to deal on their street. Just like when it comes to when it was time for the job, when the celebrities was promoting it, you know, they rushed to take it because celebrities was in it.
Come on, let's get back to the norm. Let's curb the spread.
I got a concert, got a concert.
Come on, let's get back out there to attending concerts.
Weekend, 3 days. But in order to come to concert, you gotta have a jab.
Yeah.
And Jake like, They line up from Monday to go and take that job.
Yeah.
They get
Because
a
you know,
document,
because Mr. That party what they do, you know, that was shorten their lifespan by 10 years now.
Majority of Jakes, when you was on the lockdown, what they was going on for? They wasn't going on because they wasn't getting food or
And water, you know, they was getting because they couldn't
lack
go
of
out
freedom.
and
the
line.
line. Do all that adulterous shit.
You understand? They realize, baby, we have to be inside before this time. We can't go out and cool.
Yeah.
And then they put the penalty system in, so the ones who don't have it will be
Yeah.
under more
Go
penalty
be
than the
shunned.
one right. So, you
They
know.
make the good look bad once again.
So with that, there was like, all right, we had to be in the group that had the privileges, not the
Right.
ones that don't. That is a normal system of psychology, you know.
Yeah, I can take on psychology.
And remember, this is something that they wouldn't understand, is that Esau is a very psychological person. That's the reason why Esau majority of the stuff is to play with the mind
Can
and play with the body. You understand?
study people, study
Study
what is
people.
break them.
Like for example, as I always mentioned, the rat theory, where the Edomite set up a colony of rats, and that's how you get in society today.
Yeah.
He made them he went through a pattern with the rats.
The rat
Yeah,
race.
give them everything they
Get
want
everything
and
they want.
see what would happen.
What happen? Take it away. Then he make the male fight the next male. He make a female turn. He take away the natural resources of a man from a female, and the female now turn into the man, a male rat, right? And that is what now that is the theory that they use to implement into the system today. This is the kind of person they're dealing with. You understand?
Study torture and breaking people.
Yeah.
And how they will
You know?
behave when they're being broken. I say, verse 16, right? They say, "You shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruits, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit."
Yeah, so you're going to know by the actions, you're going to know by the outcome. You understand? And the majority of these pastors, in the latter end, you find out they all dealing in some nefarious activity, whether it's fraud or, you know what I mean, this alphabet people, you know?
I was watching one last night with my aunt, but show your mate now, like some fella who TD Snakes was good with.
Yeah.
Some other pastor apparently like he get caught enticing young boys, like 17 and 18 and thing, to brush them and get them money and carry them places now, boy. And in my head I like, you 17 years old and you don't know that a man shouldn't be going up your back and giving them money for it. But that is sure that the kind of things that these men doing behind the scenes.
Yeah, they're always involved in some kind of nefarious activities.
The one who died in the plane crash, Miles Monroe, he got a big one. He get catch sending naked pictures to a man. You understand that these men corrupt, and eventually they say, well, you shall know them by the fruit. It eventually their actions would show what they really are.
The next one who was with the footballer from Trinidad, who you say had AIDS.
Oh, that one, yeah.
You know, he's a big pastor. I remember his name. It was like Jamal King or something like that. Is a pastor name. But the footballer name was just a Peltier, right? And he confident going in and talk about sleeping with a pastor with AIDS. And these kind of men all they look up to. But a man who also they will tell you the truth, or they want to chastise and crucify. Because any idea we know what the scriptures say, or they really hate us, or they hate the Lord.
God.
And they know if they hate the Lord, obviously, or they will hate us.
So what does that about the master?
And that is when the Lord paused in this condition. They say, well, when a poor man speaketh,
No,
you
man,
know,
Man,
like
never
when-
regard.
you understand?
Someone, a rich man speak the whole tongue. And a rich man, he say he speak things that are not supposed to be spoken.
Say many are in high places are renowned, but mysteries are revealed unto what?
Lowly.
The meek. Low people in low places. So if you believe them, it's because you already believe, not because of what they have. You understand? Even the Lord, when he walked, he was poor. You say he wasn't comely, he wasn't no pretty boy.
Yeah.
You understand? The eyes was red for the blood of grapes.
He come for that. He was about
Yeah.
his father. Just he himself say when his mother and father was looking for him, he said, all they looking for me.
Yeah.
All they don't know that about my father's business. We have come here to really, much up on now,
Even if you know,
Now,
you
when
know
they
your mother and
find
your
him in
brother
the
come for
temple,
him.
when he answering questions and they and all want to know how we are all this understanding because them know he didn't get that from them.
Yeah, because remember, them are the scribes and scholars. Them, we didn't teach this guy.
Yeah.
But
How he so small and he on the level that we are surpassing we.
he had angels ministering unto him. He's
Exactly.
you understand? So, I read about verse 17. It say, even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruits, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruits. They say, a good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruits. So once a man off, you don't know what to expect from him.
Yeah.
You understand? That's why I tell people, I say, if it is, I understand that the apostles is teach the truth. And T.D. Jakes or one of them other pastors, they might have a 10% correct or a 5% with certain things they might say. But the majority of what they're saying is off. It might not even T.D. Jakes, I'll give you an example. It might have one or two of them that you might listen to. Certain things they might say might make sense to some degree, but the majority of what they're saying is off. Why would I fight up to try to pick good out of what they're saying and I had the apostles to listen to and the brothers and others to listen to? That don't make no sense. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. You see, but the truth hurt. And lies are comfort to a fool.
Can.
No matter what it is, that is the scripture say they will believe in a lie. You understand? And that is what is going on with the chicks. They believe in that. That is literally what, you know? That truth, or they don't want to hear that truth at all. That is scripture say, John Chiwa, say the truth will set you free.
Can.
You understand? The truth will set you free. But these people rather remain in that docile state. There's rather basking into lies, keeping them down. And we know, we know the more you read that, you will understand that it's not for everybody.
Can.
It's truly not for everybody.
Say verse 19, it say, every tree that bringeth forth, that bringeth not forth good fruit, is hewn down and cast into the fire. So a destruction for them, so to speak. Because those who bring forth evil fruit, that is the false prophets, teaching lies, they will be what? Hewn down and cast into the fire.
Jake so easily deceived, right? So easily lost. It's like coming and talk to Jake about politics. His whole life he poor,
Yeah,
still
boy.
in the same state. Can't get water, can't get this, but he still believe in a politician coming to help him.
Paying them till they die.
Yeah.
Paying them till they die and not doing nothing for them. Nothing.
Yeah, there is just a perfect example of the state of mind. How the state of mind shakes him.
Nothing they get it. Every 4 years, they might get a road fix or something to motivate them to vote them back into power.
And they come and tell you, hey, no, you will fix it. You will fix it. You know?
Hey, we do this and that thing. As time goes by, things will get worse. Why? Because your politicians know the answer.
They don't even realize that a politician is a certain person.
Yeah, they are the cause.
Yeah.
They know the answer, they know the cause. It's part of the cause.
You know what it?
Say, for read verse 20, it say, wherefore by their fruit ye shall know them. Right? You say, by your fruit ye shall know them. Go ahead.
The 2 Thessalonians 1:10 it says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause power shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they might all be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. Yeah, most I say is strong, yeah, believe what a man said. You understand? For that cause what? That would be all the condemnation.
Said that. Right.
That is what will keep all in that mindset. You understand? Well, let's set up to be in that docile mindset. Well, let's set up to be disturbed. You know? It's done written for all it to perish. It's just by the means. You understand? But the means already there anyway.
He said, thou shalt entice them and thou shalt prevail.
Yeah. You understand? He said what? That they should believe a lie and they shall believe a lie. He said them surely will show them. You understand? Don't feel like let's get up and you're a sheep just so.
Yeah.
You just made a sheep. You understand?
And then they come and tell you, we woke.
Yeah.
Woke.
Before he formed in the belly, he knew it. You understand?
You understand that, bro? You would believe a lie. You understand? You know you're not diligent, you know you're not going to research, and you know you're going to ask a question, just taking it and run with it. You understand? And there's
That's the reason why you get all these words, even like propaganda and things. You know why propaganda come about is because they know that or they go believe whatever it is to put out.
anything. There's Revelation 1 and 3. It says, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy. Yeah, so you have to read. You understand? And you have to hear the words of what? The words of prophecy. And when last I pass, I tell you what will happen. Most of the time it's singing. Read a scripture and break it down wrong, take your money.
Under the 501c3, they can't teach you nothing.
Exactly.
The only person I see really can't test any water these days is this guy, Monk, was talking about Geno Jennings. And I was listening to certain things, the reason why Monk probably believe in him is because like he has read from the Bible and he has talked against certain things, but he and all his plans, really and truly. You know, there's always another one plant who does look like he's so against the uprising, but really and
they
truly.
control the two sides.
You understand? Because once he teaching Jesus, once teaching salvation for everybody, you're still leading the sheep astray.
Yeah.
But they just create plans like that to make it look like he real official and you know? But really and truly, he just there to he's just an obstacle behind our next obstacle.
Yeah.
So when they get past this one and go to he, you're still in our
boss
bubble.
level.
Yeah.
Boss level. Good one. Alright, it says, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand, and the time is really at hand. You understand? There is the time where everything is being amplified. You understand?
Or being exposed.
Being exposed, increased,
Increase
amplified.
and so forth.
You understand?
Is the reason why they actually want to, like the brother shared the information day before, I do have a video on it, talking about how they want to ban, the so-called want to ban hate preacher. Right?
Yeah.
Now, when they say the word hate, is a reason why they know they will put the word hate out. It's because they know when people hear the word hate, it's like, yeah, alright thing. But what they really want to ban is like us.
You know, who just stand against what they stand for. That is all. They basically banning the opposition.
It come like TikTok. Now we know TikTok and so forth is causing a lot of problems in the minds. It literally feeding children and people bullshit, right? But one of the major reasons they want to ban TikTok right now is because it has so much information coming out against them.
Flooding
the internet about the stuff that those gutter rats doing across the land there and so forth. They want to stop it. You understand? There's a reason why they pass the laws on YouTube. Canada passed the laws about hate speech, about the internet. Where is the next woman?
Von der Leyen from the West.
Yeah.
Von der Leyen.
Yeah.
Von der Leyen. She said that last year.
Yeah.
Last year February. She said she wants complete that day or complete censorship over the internet, and she urging governments to implement penalties for anyone that infringes.
Break it right.
Understand?
Then I think she ended up becoming the head of the YouTube, right? So she want to pass laws for the YouTube and all. So you see, where if you don't do these things for?
It's not a coincidence that she get a position.
In Washington.
It's not a coincidence she get a position as well.
And now in Washington, it's have this new system set up where they're incentivizing it basically. They're paying you if you come and report it.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you come and say, hey, that you fellas out the road with a camera and they're talking about the tattletale thing,
yeah.
And they're reading from a Bible and they're reading aloud, boy. They send you a 2,000.
in the job time, that was it's certain places had that too. They had a thing come over that with anybody who you know that
Not-
against it.
Yeah.
Or speaking against
You
it,
can
but you
call
could
out,
have
right,
yeah.
And that wasn't what the brothers from Dallas, the elders from Dallas was doing a video upon, I believe too. I believe he was talking about that.
Yeah, and in Washington now, so we could see clearly that.
Washington is Dallas.
Dallas is Texas,
Dallas, Texas.
Washington is
DC.
Washington is DC, Washington DC. And I think that means something Cuba. Washington something Cuba. I think that what DC stands for. So D is something Cuba. Democracy. Democracy of Cuba or something.
We'll Google it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you could show that. We'll Google it.
Nevertheless, no, it's Colombia. Nevertheless, yeah. You understand? So you could clearly see what the prophet, the scripture say, the time is at hand. You understand? The prophecy talk about the famine of hearing of the word, not the famine of the word, because the men who already have the word will have the word.
Yeah.
So we'll have a famine of the word, you know. They will have a famine of hearing the word. Who said that? I think it was a letter. Yeah, it was a letter.
That is why
There's a famine of hearing of the word.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to hear the word anymore. It wouldn't be on YouTube, it wouldn't be on Odyssey, it wouldn't be on no streaming
no
platform.
streaming thing.
Who wouldn't be out on the streets.
Who have it will have it,
And
and
that
who
is it.
don't will not.
That is all.
Like for example, like there are certain streaming sites that pass a law. They have laws against men talking about women or talking about certain things. Then there are laws that a man can't talk about because it's just strictly like a control narrative. That is what he's want to do on the controlling narrative.
And it's all about
Yes,
control, keeping control. Because
No,
why?
no speaking against Transformers.
Time is
Yeah,
short.
yeah. That's what I was trying to say that you're speaking against the Transformers and so on.
Yeah, the alphabet
Them Decepticons.
Decepticons.
No, that's what he said. That's why he said the one nation of thinkers, the one nation of workers. You understand? Just do what we say. Do what we say. Do what we pay you to do. Don't question nothing. Just do it.
And the Decepticons, they say Decepticons terrorize. It's not,
Yeah.
it's not something like that,
Yeah.
terrorize.
I know it's Transformers robot in the skies, right? But really and truly, like when you think of the one, it's Decepticons. Yeah, so Decepticons robot in the sky. Yeah, so.
Hey.
But that way it basically is, it's just deception. And that is what's set forth outside here. You're being decepted in every form of fashion. Your eyesight, yeah, in every way that you can be deceived, that's why you're being deceived in this time. Your hearing, you're being deceived. Eye, seeing, deceived.
Everything.
Your mental, deceived. Your feelings, things you smell, you're being deceived. That's why things, even if tasting it, not tasting like I was before. Because why you're being deceived by the stuff that they're telling you that healthy and so forth.
Even if just like yesterday, even where you're tasting, you're being deceived because they're using what flavoring and different things to actually coat the
Chemicals,
taste,
yeah.
which is something that you're not supposed to be eating, but they're making you be deceived to believe it's something that you should be eating. Everything. And that could never be of the Lord, because the Lord is a God of what? Truth.
God.
He's a God of knowledge. You understand? He's not a God of deceitfulness. He's a God of understanding.
Yeah.
So that could never be a system of the
Deception won't
Lord.
really go result in an unjust balance. And we all know where you stand with an unjust balance, right?
Say the Lord is not a God of confusion,
God,
but
not
of
the author
peace.
of confusion.
So yeah, to order.
God.
He's not the author of confusion, but of peace.
God.
Have no peace in deceiving your neighbor.
God.
If you live in a place and everybody trying to get one upon somebody and deceive them, what peace you going to have? Huh?
They wouldn't have any peace. They're not
No
a peaceful
peace.
situation. If they want to be peaceful, they wouldn't have to deceive nobody.
Exactly. So this can never be of the Lord, but that is to say what? The safe is a friend of the Lord
He's an enemy of the
is
world.
the enemy of the world, and vice versa. It could
Yeah.
never be. A man cannot serve two masters.
masters.
Cannot. These all different allegories that give you for a reason.
Ephesians 6 and 11, it says, put on the whole armor of power that he may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. The word wiles go back to strategy. How much is strategy? Understand the deceptions, in other words.
Trickery.
Yeah, the trickery of the devil, right? Verse 12, it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Rulers of light,
Rulers of darkness.
rulers of dark.
You understand? Because that is what they stand for, and that is why they want to outcast us and ban us and for lack of better words, dim we like, but at the end of the day, you understand? We know that. We are come out to actually physically fight them in the crowd. That is how we fight. You understand? We are come for that. That will have its time. You understand?
85.
We come to pull down the strongholds. We come to, you know what I mean? Stop talk against the spiritual wickedness. But what is the spiritual wickedness?
You know, they say there's a battle of knowledge.
Correct.
It's not a battle of weapons, it's a battle of knowledge.
They say,
Yeah.
why is that?
Yeah, why?
Look it up, right?
Yeah.
They say metadia, right?
Yeah. Go
They
on.
say cunning arts, deceit, craft, and trickery.
Right? The strategies gone. Trickery.
Yeah.
Now what the wise is, so you can stand against the wise of the devil.
It's a cunning, and that is what Esau is. It's a trickery.
You say,
That's on deceit.
God,
And say, you saw that cunning hunter, eh?
I was in the front.
Cunning,
No, that's Nimrod.
Nimrod.
I was saying, because I was no one I said
Yeah.
was the man was a cunning hunter.
So it's a man in the man in the field.
Yeah.
He's a hunter, we didn't say a cunning hunter, so like yeah.
Somebody was like he on Nimrod, but no, but
Yeah.
what he said,
Salakia,
the letter
Salakia.
was like, yeah, Nimrod.
So like yeah.
I remember,
He saw the hunter, we didn't say
that's
a
why it
cunning
said, that's why
hunter.
it
To be a
said,
hunter, you have to be cunning. That's why even we are commanded to be what?
Wise as serpents.
Come on.
that's
now.
why even people can teach you the custody about never trust the enemy because they're lying with. You know, when you look at even when you look at the words while it's a lie, right? And the kids that are not trust the enemy because they say they'll be what like a you know
They will be
lying
waiting for the moment that you drop your card.
But you see, the words why I say deceit and I don't mention
Come on,
how
it's
deception is when I Esau greatest craft.
I know you said that, man, because you go to my serpents. When a serpent laying in wait for the prey, them just sit on it for days and
You know how hard it is. You know how different it is for people to literally deceive out the whole world to make them believe that they is the most righteous kingdom,
God.
that they is the standing ground of morality. understand?
Having your skin pale is good.
Yeah, having this skin feel good, having
Melanin is bad.
straight hair is the best you can have. You know, blue eyes, Caucasianness coming out from a mountain. You know what they say?
They say that and then every day they push a lot that shows the opposite of that. Every day they implement something to show you there's the opposite of what they say they stand.
I'm just here, there's somebody make a great point. See, you know, great these people is. And the lies is that they literally have people believing that them is the greatest thing upon the earth. Like it's so tempting because if you turn and say, well, America wouldn't do that.
You know if you was
Yeah,
in America,
that would never happen.
yeah.
That's to tell you how great they is at the sea.
And you know if you was in America, you might have your Decepticon right now. You know that? Yeah, you might have your Decepticon and all right now if you was in America. You know that?
A lady boy.
Yeah. Alright. I was going to say, you have your man and teeth by now if you're there, right? You have your man and teeth. You know? But I just want to show up. That's how the devil has come. That's why he say, for you wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. The principalities is the laws, the Isaiah 10 where he say, warn to them that decree unrighteous decrees. You understand? There's unrighteous decrees like the principalities. Against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And they set up there the spiritual, the wizards and the witches and whatnot in high places to influence, you know what I mean? The ones who had the control to implement the laws and give sanctions and so on and so forth. So in the end of it all is what? The spiritual wickedness in high places. You know what I mean? Folly and great dignity. That's how they set up the kingdom. So that folly will be gratified. You understand? You go look at a man and think he go basically be a hero because he doing the most folly. You understand? And that is what it is.
Outside they're really different. Deception is one of the greatest keys outside there. How you feel it's catch plenty poor man is by deceiving? I feel it's catch these birds. You know? Put on some lies and they catch these birds like it was food. But Esau does have it on a greater scale.
What you saying is what? It is easier to catch a fly with honey and shit or something like that?
Something along those lines.
You understand? It's easier to catch them with some that go, as the brother was saying before, appease the senses. Some that taste good, some that smell good, some that sound good. You understand? So anytime the man come out now, it's something like, hey, they can't rob me. I'd rather open the purse, so nobody can snatch my purse. You understand? If they kidnap me, they go find me.
Or Elon Musk said the other day, the one that he have could do telepathy.
You understand? If somebody kidnap me to do human trafficking, they go find me. Because it have a GPS. It's sound good. It appeals to your senses.
it's some
You
reason.
need to have security. So now when we real secure, a boy can thief my bank card, they can scam me. You understand? They can chop off my limbs and you know. So you go say, well, you know what? This is the safer option, boy. Let me take this thing, boy. And I'm saying, wait, watch out, everybody taking it. Yeah, you have to take it, boy. So how you go eat? How you go live? Yeah, no man shall not live by red alone. You didn't know that? That's something like
Yeah. So the 2 Corinthians 11, or verse 13, right? They say, for such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into apostles of Mashiach. They say, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
Yeah. Satan means for the adversary, so the opposition. You understand? But to be transformed into what? Into that light. It's a marvelous light. He won't be transformed, but he will make himself appear to be. You understand?
But really, and if you think about it, right? If you look at our concept, when you look at all these different people, all these different creatures, like Hinduism, right? They have idols. They receive them the image from those idols to make from the spirits that they communicate with. Buddhism, the same thing. Whatever particular belief or whatever Satanism they just follow, like they say, even Yoda, I was watching a video on that. They say Yoda, the way they get the idea, the concept of how Yoda does look is from one of them spirits and then they just talk to. You understand? Those spirits just manifest themselves to these people in a particular form. You understand? Like the same way Esau is trying to manifest themselves to look in a righteous manner.
God.
You understand? It's all about how it is you make yourself appear.
God. As an angel of what? As an angel of light.
Yeah.
When there's what? The powers of darkness,
Yeah.
the rulers of darkness of this world.
Say, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness. Which we just see all these from Catholicism come straight down. All these different denominations, even Islam, will show you who it is that gave me power in the first place to go up is the Catholic Church. You understand? You end up becoming dominant in certain places. All of these things, it just spring from Esau trying to manipulate people and to send them down that broad way, so to speak. Right? They say, therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works. And
Yeah.
right.
It's what I said before. You understand? They are unrighteous, you don't go you are unrighteous. The end shall be according to the works.
Can.
You understand? But if you do wickedly and you get something that dies another unjust balance, that would never happen.
And that's why we had to work for what it is we had to get, because you can't expect to get paid and you're working. You understand? The same way you can't expect for these people out here. It's just like the concept with the penny. You say, did I not agree with you for 1 penny?
Correct.
No, them was upset. Why? Because them men did now come and them was laboring all the time and they get the same penny. You understand? I was wrong for that. But if a man was not laboring at
That's
all,
and he get a penny.
and he get a penny, right?
That'd be a bigger thing.
Yeah,
That comes right.
you'd have a right
You're
to be upset because it come like
wide wall is for
exactly.
what's the purpose?
Like I tell people, if you have 2 sons, a good son and a bad son, you can't treat the bad son
The same way
good.
you treat the good son, yeah.
Exactly. You understand? You had to treat them according to the works.
Done.
You had to reward them according to what
to
they
the
do.
works. Done.
Or else you would be unjust.
God.
So when you see a man getting destroyed for his actions, it's a just thing. And when you see a man getting reward for his actions, it's a just thing. Because that where you sow, as the scriptures say, that shall you reap.
I'll be up here.
Right.
Listen. Revelation 22 and 12, it says, I will start from 11. It says, he that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still.
So like I say, like all them Christians say, come out to win. We ain't come out to win nothing.
God.
We come out here to teach our people, as the scriptures say,
God.
if they are of the elect, they will be converted when they hear the word. And if they are not of the elect, it's either they'll scoff or they'll walk by. That is it. You understand? Wherever is your lot, die between you and the Lord. You understand? We have no control over that. All we're supposed to come out here and do is to teach the ungrafted word the correct way, and that is
Yeah,
it.
and show my people lessons.
That is it.
Now we just come out to do.
That's all we out here for. Not to rap about, about fringes and the garments.
Now I tell you what, with me and you, I was telling you who watched it, man, I was like, me ain't here to convince nobody, you know. You do you. You understand? Me ain't here to convince somebody. There's not debate. You understand? I'm not here to debate you. You can't debate a lie with the truth. You understand? You can't debate your opinion with facts.
Can't.
So this is not that. You know?
So I can only show you the door near. That's all you come to do, show them the door.
This is verse 12. It says, and behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be. Understand? Back to what I was saying.
Do good, you get good. You do bad, you get bad. Full stop. I know hard maths in it. That's why I say what? Work to make a call an election sure. Have a reason why the Lord said that.
Did you hear that?
I had one more number one.
Go ahead.
Go ahead now, still looking for it. Still looking for it. In 2 Ezra 9 and 7, it says, and everyone that shall... I will start from 5. 2 Ezra 9 and 5, it says, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, which is now, manifest means to reveal. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. And but I was saying when we started, we see these signs. Right? Verse 7 it says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed, by your works. You understand? Because you will do certain things, you will do the works because of your faith, because you believe. You understand? So the things you're doing will be according to your faith, according to your belief.
James 2.
God.
They say same way faith without works is dead.
God. I remember when we went to the now.
You ready 7 already? Huh?
Yeah, I was 7, I was 7 verse.
In the first Timothy 4.
First Timothy 4 and 1, it said, now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils.
That men would fall because why? They will give heed to what seducing spirits. You understand? Doctrines of what?
Devils.
And that's the thing, you don't understand this, you tell you about the latter time. So that is to show you that we in those times that they see these things happening. And they go and get more rampant soon. You understand? Seducing spirits is on a high increase. What is it in the scripture that mentioned that? It says seducers shall wax worse.
The evil men, I think it is a wax worse and worse.
That is what?
Seducers and evil men.
Yeah, that is it's Corinthians or somebody.
Imagine it's
Corinthians, I
so,
think it's Peter or one of them.
it's so bad. Men wearing spaghetti straight on the head and thing. Oh good, hey. I ain't gonna lie, right?
That's 2 Timothy 3. 3.
So Timothy 3 and 13 it says, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived.
So even telling you, even at that point, you can tell you that seducers shall wax worse and worse. What you tell me doing? With what they feel when I'm outside there, you feel anything going good, you feel you're going to have, when outside there, you say seducer. When you seduce something, when you seduce a woman, you're trying to get the box.
You're trying to get your goal at any means
necessary. You're trying to tell she the truth.
Trying to see what needs to be heard.
And son is trying to seduce that. You know? So you see what happened with these men. Right?
Speaking lies in hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron.
I don't know. Let's see that. Let's give me the party, the rock of the party citizens and
It
citizens.
says, now the Spirit speaketh expressly, that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrine of devils.
So giving heed to seducing spirit and doctrine of devil. So it's telling you that these things will be outside it. That it will take men down. You understand that it will cause men to fall. You understand? And the more we go, you see how much it is coming out. You understand? There are men that actually coming into Israel telling people to eat pork. Telling them how they can take the days of the heathen and turn it into the days of the Lord. And it actually have men following these men. But that people come and go telling them, ha, yes, King David. Calling him man King David. You understand? That wickedness. But again, the scriptures tell us about these things. So to have no fear, that don't be shocked that this is you're going to see more coming out. You're going to see men with garments and the fringes on. Man be telling you, yeah, we could do something. I don't want to say it because you know.
It could be alphabet member.
Yeah.
Basically,
it have that already. Yeah, it have that already.
It be alphabet member.
It have that. That is why I never mention it. Yeah, that's why I never mention. I want to mention something that not outside there right now.
Yeah, look for something new with them because they're creative.
Yeah. I want to get.
And I remember the scriptures say, I say a hireling care not for the sheep. You understand? Because really and truly, when you seducing somebody, is to meet a certain cause, a personal cause. So really and truly, if they're seducing you, most of the time their goal have to be what? Is either
something
money.
That's not helpful to you.
It's for them.
It's never for your benefit.
But their own bellies. That is I think that Romans. That's not. Romans 16, I think. Romans 16, 17. Romans 16, so like yeah. Romans 16 verse 17 it said, now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. And division is what? Just by teaching lies. Because the Lord say what? He say, he that gathereth not with me scatter it abroad. You understand? Thy division. You say, for they that are such serve not our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, but their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple. And that pertains to those men. They're doing it for a cause, but it's not for the cause of Mashiach. It's for their personal cause, which is either to gain money or fame or whatever wickedness they want to gain in this place.
God.
Back to you.
That was only answered in the second Timothy.
Yeah, you heard that?
Yeah, First Timothy 4.
They'll get back in Corinthians. I think they jump to the Corinthians 4.
No, not that. I was second Timothy 3.
I know he was in 1 Corinthians. He was in 1 Corinthians before.
First
Timothy.
4.
1 Timothy 4. So
That's
that's
verse 1.
Man, I'm bring this down and we go on. Right? This is 1 Timothy chapter 4. I was going to verse 7. It says, but refuse profane and old wise fables, and exercise yourself rather unto godliness. Right? That is the thing. So you have to do is refuse profane and old wise fables. Because plenty of all there, some of the things that they believe in is really fables. Like there are men outside there that really true that talking about the 6 and 7 heaven, talking about the pseudepigrapher, you know, all these things.
They're trying to profess or look like they're the truth.
But again, this is the time that we're in, and obviously it's going to get worse.
Can.
Day by day, man, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, it's going to get worse. And way worse, as a matter of fact. Again, deception is one of the greatest keys these people have outside here. And they are about to they will try to deceive the elect, which they can, but for the rest, they will deceive all in every form of fashion. Whether it be by the one-eye monster, the TV, the internet, the people all they look up to, or the teachers, and they will be sending all these men outside here, which they have been doing for ages, but it's going to get worse, right? So, hey, But that, once again, I give all praises and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yehoshai, Ba'ashem, Okakodash.
the Sedamans, apostles, and elders of the Son, well, the teachers of apostles in truth. I was salutations for the Archon, pushing within the truth and sincerity, day in and day out, and constantly in season and season, say, Shalom.
Shalom.